Welcome everybody to 90 Day Fiance Fridays. We're here with Shabooty and Captain JLP. We're reunited together for a while. We got to catch up with her. We see what's new,
Hey, everybody.
what's good. And we're also with Angelica, Colleen, Sophia, and Ty in the chat.
How's everybody doing?
Been good. I'm trying to remember why you haven't been around.
I was traveling and then I did the week before last on the 12th I had an engagement or 50th birthday party over in New York City. That was the last one. Then the Love Island stuff. So I know you're leaning more towards that show.
Mhm.
So I kind of stand back because I don't watch it, unfortunately. So I don't have any input.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I know there's some lady that tweeted at us earlier. She was all disappointed that she listened to the show last week's show, and she doesn't watch Love Island, so she didn't like the podcast. But to the people that don't watch it, like it ends in the middle of July, so once the show's over, there won't be much to talk about, and then it'll be back to 90 Day.
Yeah, well, I mean, 90 Day, it has been kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie. The season has been a little bit slow, but since it has so many variations of the show, you can just talk about either 90 Day or The Last Resort. I
Mhm.
don't really do diaries much. I've been just letting the TV play and diary comes on, and then I just, I listen to it and stuff and I peek whatever, but I'm not really invested in diaries. I do watch the last resort. I'm watching that, and of course the usual 90 Day on Sundays.
I mean,
So
out of the current 90 Day on Sundays in Last Resort, out of those two, what do you like better?
um I think I'm leaning more towards the 90 Day on Sunday, just because I'm a little bit tired of the same characters in Last Resort, and I already know how most of their stories end. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like flat. You already know Guillermo and Kara getting divorced or are divorced. You see all the drama with Thais and Patrick, so that's not going anywhere. Russ and Pal probably not going anywhere. Rebecca, Zied, that's the same story every time they're across our screens. And Sarper and Shekinah, that's a little bit of that took a little bit of a twist. Um, they're having some issues. I think you're familiar with that. You've posted
Mhm.
about that. They're having some issues that I didn't see on the last resort. So that's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, we could start with that T. Like, I mean, yeah, Shekinah's posting a bunch of like Instagram stories,
Yeah.
going off. And man, let me just read you the one. I mean, there was like so much shit to post, but I only posted one of them. But the one thing she posted that I reposted, this is me now quoting Shekinah's Instagram story, and it says, "Out of respect for my husband, I decline answering inappropriate questions and playing inappropriate games with other women's husbands on this show. Yet here is my husband willing and ready to do anything and everything he's told. One reason why I'm done with this franchise is because of how they took us, a couple on the verge of divorce, and chose to put us in inappropriate situations like games and sex swings and naming parts of genitalia, with my husband being the only one paired with someone else's wife. Did they not care how Russ or I would feel watching this later? Clearly they didn't care." So she kind of posted that. And then I did like a rant about like Last Resort. Let me see if I can find my post.
Yeah, she was going off talking about, that she was jealous about that. But then if you look at past seasons, when Sarper, when they did that, what was the last thing they did? Her and Sarper, was it also a last resort?
It
What
wasn't
was
Last Resort, but
no, it was yeah, her and Sarper did something with other cast members, and they party and they do all that other extracurricular stuff after the show. So I don't know where she's coming from. I mean, seems like their marriage is super solid until he has to go on TV and say something that is completely scripted with somebody else. I mean, give me a break.
yeah, but like it seems like she kind of is for real because anytime if you're on the show and then you start bad mouthing the show or bad mouthing a network, that's like a quick way to get, the axe. So it seems like she'd get on the way out.
Yeah, I saw that as well. You posted that she said she's done with the show or some shit like that. That she's not filming anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the 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 latter was before. She's what am I saying? She's posting that because she already knows her contract is probably terminated. So she's making up some bullshit excuse about not wanting to be on the trashy show when that was her bread and butter from the beginning.
Yeah, like, and then my rant that I did about it was more about Last Resort, but I'll just read you my rant to Shekinah. I said, "Please tell me Shekinah isn't that dense. Did she think the Last Resort is a real mental health is real mental health therapy? It's like WWE. It's a joke and a farce. You don't go into it to actually do anything constructive. You are the producer's dancing monkey, and you're there to dance for their own personal amusement. That aside, she admits to being a thorn in the production side." AKA not doing what they asked of her and playing along. The one thing Sharp hates is when you push back and don't know your role. That's why they keep casting the Jasmines of the world because they will literally do anything you ask of them as long as they're able to perform in front of the camera. And once in a while, a fan recognizes them at Walmart. That is what gives them their sense of humanity. So,
So yeah, I mean, one could speculate that Sharp might have asked her to do something that she wasn't comfortable with, but
mhm,
she doesn't come across as somebody who would deny a moment in the spotlight.
mhm.
So I don't buy that story. I think she stepped over the line on some aspect of their contract, and they were like, okay, we got to make an example out of you because you're getting too big for your britches here.
Mhm.
And yeah, but I mean, to be honest with you, I'll take Sarper by himself any day. He's way more entertaining and adds a lot more to the show than she does. She's she's, she's not at all interesting or entertaining.
Yeah, like if Supper was single, they would probably put him on single.
They're probably gonna toss him over there because she's the one that's talking shit about the show, not him.
Yeah,
He's staying quiet.
well
He's
he
not burning
knows
that
like
bridge.
he knows the bread and butter of his comedy.
Exactly. He's not gonna burn that bridge, and because he also know he's a fan favorite.
Yeah, like,
So
he knows like with his comedy tour, if he's on TV, he could ask for a lot more money. But as
exactly.
soon as he's off TV, his like star will dwindle.
No, and not only that, he is a likable character. You know, he's funny and he adds a little humor and more to the show, and he's not afraid to say whatever he needs to say. So that that brings his character out more than hers. And
Mhm.
I could see Sharp keeping him and getting rid of her. And because they're already on the outs, that would be perfect for him.
Yeah, I'm sure if he could figure out a way to,
Get rid of her completely. You know what? It's over. I'm out.
yeah, as long as he's gonna need to get a divorce lawyer, I guess. But I,
Yeah, that'll come down the line, somewhere down the line. Or they're both probably doing it to get, to go their separate ways and keep on milking the show. But I mean, honestly, she did say she was done with the trashy show, so she may not be coming back. But him, I expect to see again if they do split.
yeah, I mean, because yeah, Sarver is like anytime he's in town, like different towns in the country, you know how it is. Like if he's in Detroit, he'll meet up with Gino. When he's in New York, he'll meet up with Greg, the baker. So anytime he's like traveling for tours, comedy tour, he always meets up with like the cast members.
Yeah, he does his networking with the 90 Day cast. And like I said, he's a likable character. Everybody on the show likes him. The people that work on the show like him, except for Rebecca, and the fans like him. He's becoming a fan favorite.
Yeah, I mean, my problem is he blocked me out of the blue, so fuck that.
Well, maybe he wasn't the one doing the blocking because I would highly doubt that Sarper would block Shabooty, knowing Shabooty has such a big following and
Yeah,
he
I
has
mean,
a presence.
it might have been a thing where like she kind of like forced him to or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you have a presence in the 90 Day world, so
Yeah, because like he's dumb as fuck because like fans will go to his comedy show, take a photo with him, and then they'll DM it to me and say, "Hey, I went to Cyber Show, and here's a photo of us together," and they for me to post it.
yeah, and people that have gone to his show bring you the tea right away.
Yeah, they bring no, but they send me the photos. But then like I, as a matter of general principle. I mean, occasionally I might post something, but like the majority of time now, when they send DM it to me, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna post it because I'm not gonna give him promo if he blocked me, you know.
That's true too.
So
Well, he might unblock you. Depending on how this marriage thing goes, he might unblock you
yeah,
just
we
to
yeah,
get under her skin.
yeah. I don't know. I don't really sweat it too much. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not a
really
big deal.
yeah, I don't really take it personal. I don't really care. In his case, at least with other people, yeah, it might be personal. All right, now I'm just going through my feed. So, did you see the photo of like? Well, we already knew. I broke the story that Tiger Lily was pregnant again, but then she posted a photo of us, her super pregnant belly, and then I posted it, and then people were noticing that like Adnan was looking like he had a little beer belly himself. So they're like, "Oh, is the male model pregnant too?"
Oh, so she's pregnant again. I
Yeah,
I
I
had
don't know if
heard
you saw the photo. Did you?
the no, I haven't seen the actual photo. I did see some comments about it. I think I read through your comments sometimes,
Mhm.
but I had originally wasn't it like the last time she popped up on Instagram? I think you said something about her being pregnant again, or she looked pregnant. So this is official now.
No, it was no. I officially reported it like a while ago. This is just like another photo
Yeah,
further.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You officially had said, oh, okay, she's pregnant or something like that,
Yeah,
and now,
a while ago.
yeah, a while ago. Oh, okay. Well, good luck for her. Good luck to her. It's like they're not on the show anymore, but they just won't disappear from the
Hmm.
spotlight. They just want to stay there forever. It's like
Right.
that girl from I never watched the show. I think it's Teen Mom, Janelle.
Hmm.
That girl will never go away. It's like I don't even follow. I never watched the show, and every time I look through my fucking timeline, is more Janelle shit.
Isn't she on like OnlyFans or some shit too?
She's done everything. She's been to court. She's done this. She's done that. You know, domestic violence. Every single thing. She does videos of herself. I'm like, Jesus Christ, lately, let it go.
True. And then okay, I'm going through my post. So did you see the photo I posted? It was like I forget what it's called, but I guess I don't know if it's considered her first professional photos. It was Courtney and her dude Phil. Took like professional photos. I don't know if you saw it. And then he was wearing his like giant like cell phone belt buckle contraption. It,
To make him look older than he is.
it just
The grandpa.
he's the grandpa with like the cell phone attached.
Yeah, the grandpa. Yeah, that was on Diaries.
Yeah, but did you see the photo? Did you see like the professional photo?
No.
Do you, I mean, I can send it to you now if you want.
Yes, go ahead, send it to me. I gotta admit, I'm not a big Instagram fan.
Mhm.
I can barely navigate Twitter on a good day. But
Okay.
I've been trying to make a conscious effort to go on Instagram and read up on your tea and stuff like that so I can be ready for the pods if I'm needed, like today. But I don't
True.
know. I
Okay.
felt
I just took I took a photo of my I texted you the photo, but anyway,
yeah.
your chat. But yeah, you could see his like giant like cell phone thing. And
The
then
television hanging on his waist.
yeah, I think my caption
Yeah, there it is. Oh Lord.
was I for real thought this was a subliminal ad for an iPhone belt clip holster. Courtney's fiance Phil couldn't take it off for 5 minutes for a professional photo shoot question mark. Last time I checked, he's not an ER doctor. He looks like he's dressed up as a vault dweller from the TV show Fallout. And then I did like a AI generation of him as like a Fallout character, which is fun.
It's like it's not even like a cell phone carrier. It's like what's the like a iPad, like a
Yeah.
tablet carrier. Nobody wears those ridiculous plastic cell phone carriers. Nobody uses that's like for your car.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking. It must be like he must have like a iPhone Max, like the bigger one.
Nah, that's not iPhone. That's Galaxy is the one that makes those giant phones.
Hmm. Do you
iPhone doesn't make phones that big.
do you want me to? Okay, I'll send you the like AI one I did of him of like this TV show Fallout. So like I turned him into like a vault dweller.
From the from Fall. I watch Fallout.
Okay, so I just texted you that photo too, so you can see it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. And then, but Courtney has a good sense of humor. Like she thought it was funny, and like I think she reposted the Fallout one.
Yeah, I think I don't know what to make of that relationship with her and that gentleman, but
Mhm.
I if I had to guess it, I would say it's for the cameras as well. It's not really anything substantial
Yeah,
going on
I
there.
think she's going to be on the Florida couples show, so
Yeah, that
that's a way to
garbage.
be on the
I
show.
don't think I don't think I can do that one. I think I'm gonna draw the line there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
there's a bunch of unlikable. Just knowing Jasmine's gonna be on there, I won't watch it.
Mhm.
I won't watch it. I will not give her one more second of my time.
True.
Yeah, she's gonna do the same. She's gonna be doing the same thing she did for the past 10 years that she's been on this show, crying, throwing tantrums, acting like a crazy person. I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, hopefully, did you? I don't know. Like, I'm wondering if it'd be ideal is like when the Florida couple show comes on, if like a new season of let's say like Love is Blind or something starts at the same time, then maybe I would watch that instead. I don't know.
Yeah, we have to venture off to different networks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the I've never caught it though. One that they watched for that it lasts like 100 episodes. I think it's Married at First Sight or something like that. Um,
Mhm. I know that's one of those ongoing shows.
yeah, that it was a lot of people that watched 90 Day watched it. I forgot the name of it. I think
Mm,
it's like Married at First Sight or something like that. And it went on forever. It was like a year almost, and the season still hadn't ended. But
true.
that's commitment, though. I mean, with Love Island, I think it's commitment too because it shows every day.
Yeah, the one thing with Love Island though, like I said, I think the finale is like July 12th or so. So it's a lot. There's probably been like 20 episodes already this season, but it'll end in the middle of July, which is not that far away.
No, but even so, it just being every day, I mean, you're not going to talk about it every day. You'll just probably talk about it once a week. I don't know how you do it, but
Like literally how I do it is I just go through my Instagram feed and
oh, you go through your Instagram.
then that tells me what to talk about.
Yeah.
Um,
I see a lot of people watch it too, but like I try to get into it, but it's just the commitment of watching every day kind of throws me off.
yeah, it's if you watch it every day like live, it's like easy to stay on top, but if you like get behind, you're kind of screwed. But
Yeah, that's the thing is it's like the Spanish soap operas I watch.
yeah.
They dubbed in the Turkish ones that are dubbed in Spanish. Those
Mm.
are every day except Saturdays and Sundays.
True. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you like a little tea, like behind the scenes tea.
Go ahead.
Okay, the next like post, I'm just going through my feed. So the next post I did was about like Cara, where I said Cara is spending Father's Day pulling double duty as both supermom and dad at King's Dominion theme park in Virginia, while Guillermo is supposedly out kayaking sands, aka without his son. And like, so I could tell you the backstory on that post because obviously it
So
was.
he so she had the baby. She had the baby for that weekend.
Yeah, for like Father's Day, her son was with her as opposed to with Guillermo. But if you're curious, like what inspired me to post that is like, and again, I haven't like told this story publicly or whatever, but it was random as fuck. I mean, first of all, I'm friends with Car, but like anyway, that aside, like that Sunday, was Father's Day, I was like seeing my dad um I was visiting my dad and then my like phone my like I my, my Apple Watch started ringing and it was like it said car and car's name was on there and I was like what the fuck was she's calling me and like usually I'm one of those people that like I screen my calls so like I don't just like I'm one of those people like I don't
You don't just say hello.
like if somebody calls me like 9 out of 10 people I don't answer the phone like you could just text me
Yeah, and then you
but
wait for the voicemail.
yeah, like even if it's like if I'm busy, even like sometimes if I'm busy, even if it's like my mom or something, like I'm like yeah, just I can go to voicemail. I'll call her back in a second. But anyway, but anyway, like it was cars, and then with her, I answered it. I didn't screen her call, so I answered it, and then I went to like another private room, and then I started talking to her on the phone. So anyway, like she called, we were talking on the phone, and then so she had her son, and I think she was kind of annoyed at Guillermo that like he didn't really have apparently allegedly he didn't have much interest in seeing his son like on Father's Day. So kind of took car kind of was venting about him to me.
Oh
And
wow, look at you.
Yeah, I was happy to lend an ear.
Of course you are.
I don't know, we talk about that.
Well, look at you.
We talked about that. We talked about Love Island. We talked about you like you know that guy fuck I always forget his name. Oh yeah, like Drewski or whatever. Like
Yeah,
she told me about like how she went to DC and like hung out with Drewski
yeah.
with people's. So we were talking about Drewski. We were talking about Love Island. We were talking about Guillermo. And then I
Mm.
reminded her, I'm like I'm in the area, so don't forget me. So anyway, we were catching up like buddies, and then anyway, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do you a solid, and then I'll make a post, saying
Yeah.
how amazing of a mother you are and how shitty of a father Gamma.
Well, that could be the whole idea behind that,
Mhm.
just to get bad publicity for him because she's taking a lot of L's
Yeah, because
on Last Resort.
everyone's posting about her fucking like OnlyFans and shit.
Yeah, she's taking a lot of L's on her on the Last Resort. So what better way to turn it around than to go straight to the T King and start evening up the score and saying what a bad father. I mean, she's got Guillermo would have to do like kill a group, kill a litter of kittens to get people not to like him because right
Mhm.
now he's like the saint, like a saint in everybody's eyes, especially on Twitter. He
Mhm.
can do no wrong. So her saying one thing about him is not going to taint people's opinions of him, and change their opinions of her. She's going to be the villain, so she has to own it, you know? She has to own being the villain. She did show her true colors in a lot of aspects of the relationship throughout the marriage as well. And she has to just own up to it. She wanted to be a boss bitch, so then that's it. Go with that. Don't backtrack now.
Yeah, well, yeah, at least on Twitter, all the women on Twitter always talk about how like attractive Guillermo is and stuff.
Yeah, her attractive, and he's also a very like I guess very docile. He comes across as such a quiet, kind of kind person. So he's not like Sarper that did 2,500 women, or, even some of the other ones that have been up on there that are kind of like, well, nobody really
Well,
cares
like,
about them.
not that it was a surprise or anything, but then the last resort, he was saying, you know how it was like Cara admitted to banging some dude in New York and then he admitted to banging some chick. So,
Yeah.
like, get it in. So,
Yeah. Listen, I mean, if nobody knew they were having issues in their marriage before the last resort aired,
hmm
that that's this season would make it clear because you can see it in his face that he wants no parts of it, but he probably had the contract already signed with TLC and Sharp and had to go through with it, but
he
he
was like,
is.
when they go to sleep, he was like, so anxious, not antsy. He was like antsy to get the fuck out of the room or,
Yeah, he is repulsed by her, and you can see that's not even part of the script. He is
yeah.
not holding back.
Uh,
So I think they probably didn't want to be on the show, but because they had a contract, they had to go through with it.
mhm.
Because once you sign, that's it. You got to go through with it. But I'm sure she didn't want to be on it because of probably all the stuff that was going to come out. You know, that's why you got to really pick and choose if you want to take your life personal, because once you sign a contract, there you belong to them. Your
Mhm.
whole life is out there for the world to see. All your business is out there. You got to constantly be defending yourself and your actions and your relationship. So yeah, it's not worth it in the long run. It's not worth it because you just for a little bit of TV fame. Once you come off of our screens, we forget who you are, and people don't know that. People refuse to believe that. You can not ask me. I've been watching 90 Days since it aired about I want to say 10 years ago, probably a little bit more. Since their first episode, I couldn't tell you one single person that was in season one, two, three, four, any of those seasons.
Yeah.
Once you're off our screen, that's it. You're not even an afterthought.
Yeah,
You,
like we'll get to it when I get to the post, but like for example, I posted a photo of like Laura. She had some surgery, and we'll get to it. But like, if people,
yeah.
like comments were like, "Who was that again?" And I'm like, "Oh, she was a chick
That's what I'm saying. People,
fan."
you, even when they do diaries sometimes or whatever, and they show these couples from like remember Akini and I forgot his name, the girl from Africa with the white guy Akini and I forgot. Well, anyway,
Mhm.
people are like, who are them? I don't remember. That people don't even remember Evelyn when they
Yeah.
saw her on the screen. They're like, oh shit,
That,
who's that?
that's why I was getting it. That's why I thought it was funny when I got into the like online beef with like the guinea pig boy. Like I got in a fight with him. I'm like, dude, like yeah, people care about you right now. Like when we're getting into a online spat, like you're getting.
Yeah, once your season is over,
Yeah. It's like he was getting press attention, like he was talking all shit in the blogs, like reposting it and all that shit. But I'm like, dude, you realize like in a month, like TikTok motherfucker, like you're
yeah, that's it.
over.
I mean, TLC, well, not TLC because that's the network. The 90 Day franchise, they handpick the couples that they're going to keep or the people that are probably worth another season of something.
Yeah.
But if you're not if you're not on their goodie list,
Mhm.
once that season ends, you are done. You are done. And people will not, you will fade into obscurity. People have tried posting like Nicole. Remember Nicole and Azan? How many fake deaths have Nicole had on Instagram
Mhm.
to
Yeah, but
try to stay
no one gives
relevant?
a fuck though.
Yeah, to try to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Paul and what was her name? Karini. Paul and Karini have pulled everything to try to stay on the screen because that's it. Once you're gone, you're gone. No, but people forget you. They don't want to be forgotten.
Exactly. So that's why anytime I get into like an online fight with people that are like has-beens on the show, it's
Yeah.
it's like why watch who you double cross, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, dude, by next season, by 2 days after your season ends, the next after the tell, that's it. You're done.
Yeah,
Nobody remembers you.
yeah, because like they'll be cast members on the current season, and then their season will end, and then a lot of times once their season ends, even though I'm supposed to be like the T King and the blogger, I know everything about everyone. A lot of the people, if I'm just not a fan of them and they're no longer on the show, sometimes I'll just and they don't follow me back. Sometimes I'll just unfollow them because I'm like, well, I don't really care anymore. So.
Yeah, because you're irrelevant. That's it. your your light is out.
Basically. Okay, speaking of someone who is yet to be irrelevant, but will probably ultimately soon be irrelevant, is did you see the I did like I didn't make it, but I reposted it. It was the Mallory and it was like a split screen where she looks like Louis Anderson. Did you see that one?
Oh, the guy with the split tooth and yeah, with the gap in his teeth.
Yeah. Did you see that meme?
I saw it, but I can't remember
Like,
exactly.
you want to
That
see
I
the
saw,
photo?
the Louis Anderson meme.
Do you want me to send it to you or you got it?
Yeah, resend it. I know I saw it. I just can't remember what it was, but I remember with the gappy teeth guy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm taking a photo with my phone of my screen, but I'm gonna text it to you. Uh,
Yeah.
But yeah, that went pretty viral. Some people were like, that was too vicious," and I'm like, "Oh, somebody was I forget somebody said something like, oh, that's be nice. That's too mean."
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw this one.
And then
Mhm.
I was like, people,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not a fan. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah. I did. I commented it. I was like, no, I can't unsee it too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's exactly who she looks like.
I
And
was I was like, I'm not giving them grace because I'm not really entertained by their season. So why wouldn't I talk shit?
yeah, we don't really pull favorites because that's not a good policy to have. If you got to trash somebody, trash them
Mm,
because this is the way it is. I mean, you chose to be on television. We didn't go to your house and get you and put you on TV. You chose to be on there, and I think she's gonna turn out to be a shitty person too. She's
yeah,
starting to show signs of being a shitty person because right now, as far as Twitter's concerned, he seems to be okay, but you still have that percentage of people that think he's a controlling Muslim type.
Mm.
So, you still have that, but she's gonna show her colors soon. She's about ready. The the other idiot that's online defending the Katie, you see him on Instagram defending his relationship with her?
Oh, like what's his name? I don't remember his name, but
Oh, Josh.
yeah, Josh. Yeah. I see his video sometimes, but
Yeah, oh, everybody's telling me to run and this and that and blah blah blah. And it's like they go on. I went on, like I said, I went on Instagram. I'm trying to get more used to going on there just to see what 90-day stuff is on there, so I can stay relevant as far as the pods are concerned.
mm,
And there's a lot of them on there defending. They don't like the comments that are coming at them on Twitter. So they are on Instagram and on Twitter. They're not on Twitter. They're defending on Instagram, but the comments that are pouring over from Reddit and Twitter have them running to Instagram to make these videos. You
mm.
got him, you got Josh defending Katie's behavior. You got Edward defending Marissa's behavior, defending himself, defending Marissa. It's like, dude.
Then you have Debbie, like
Oh yeah, Debbie and the Egyptian princess.
yeah. Well, I think Debbie was the one actually. Well, I think she at one point was in my comment section. She was the one that said like be nice, and then I got annoyed and like restricted her account from commenting on my page. But and then I guess I also saw I should have like took well I could find it for you, but anyway. And then Debbie did some video too where she put on like the craziest filter where she looks like she was 20 years old. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah, she has some filters on in some of her instas where she's talking massive amounts of shit. The
yeah,
thing
like
about
the fucking I should take a screenshot of that and post it because it's one thing to put a filter where you look like a little bit better, but it's another thing where you cut like 30
Yeah,
off.
isn't there like a number when you do those filters? They like, do you want to do filter number one? Do you want to do filter number two? Do you want to, and then the further you go on the filter scale, the younger you look, like the more drastic the filter gets
Yeah, I
instead
mean
of just sticking to the subtle one.
the filter she uses, she looked younger than her fucking daughter, and I'm like,
Yeah, she's like a teenager. The fuck out of here. Yeah, that's it's always gonna be the cripple the it's always gonna cripple the franchise that they film this stuff and then all the dirt comes out and then you start a season and all the dirt starts coming out about these couples. The Debbie being married to the Egyptian princess, all
mm,
of that stuff. If that wouldn't have came out, people still would be feeling sorry for her. Oh, he's an asshole, all this and that.
mm.
Now everybody knows they're married. People have no sympathy for her. They don't even care about her storyline anymore. The same with the Edward and Marissa.
And then what's it? She was actually asking oh yeah, she was in the video where she had the crazy filter on. She was asking the people. She was like, "How come everyone is in the comment section saying like that I'm in a lavender marriage? What's a lavender marriage?" And
She knows exactly what it is.
yeah,
She knows exactly what a lavender marriage is.
so she was acting all stupid, not acting like she don't know what's up.
She knows what's up. She knows exactly what's up. But she chose it, so a lot of people are like, okay, that's. I mean, we've seen a lot of age gap marriages before or relationships before, on the 90-day, but then nothing ever really comes of it.
Hmm.
So people are just saying, oh, well, they're just doing it to be on TV or whatever, but nothing really comes of it. But she went through it and married this idiot, so
Yeah.
that marriage is lavender. If there ever was a lavender, it's not even lavender, it's purple. It's so lavender.
Yeah, you know what I should do? I should do like a Photoshop or not like an AI thing of like it would be funny to put Mito dress up as like Richard Simmons or something. You want me to make that after the podcast?
Milo just as Richard Simmons. They gotta find somebody more lavender.
Much more lavender
Elton
than Richard.
John. Make
Yeah,
him
but
Elton
Richard
John.
Simmons is freaking super gay. No?
Make him Elton John.
Okay, Elton John, maybe. I don't know. Or like
Yeah.
George Michael or something.
Yeah. I mean, well, remember, well, I love Prince, so I'm not gonna say Prince. Prince was androgynous. He wasn't gay.
Mhm.
But
Um,
Milo just acts way too much. Like, yeah, he doesn't. Maybe that's part of his shtick to act like he's gay.
I don't know. But all right, I'm moving on though.
Yeah,
Okay, this is just like I'm just going through my page. So there was a thing where back to Kara, I guess. Did you see her on Last Resort? And she said she liked to be domed, like dominated in the bedroom.
yeah.
Were you
See,
surprised?
no, of course not. I mean, after you know what I know, after you've seen, after you've seen what I've seen, I mean, nothing that she says will surprise me. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, in the bedroom, nothing was.
Nothing in the bedroom, nothing in her public life will surprise me. You
Mm,
know, I mean, she a lot of people are saying, this is 2026, this is freedom of to do whatever, your body, your choice, blah blah blah. But I think she could have done better with her singing career. She just had to get, a better producer or something, somebody to work with her, because the Spanish was a little bit, the language barrier was handicapping her a bit. And we did say she should try, some pop in English, maybe. She has a nice voice. I'm not gonna lie. She has a
mm,
nice voice. It's just the genre is not for her. I
mm,
think she would have done much better in that than resorting to do something else that
mm.
she did, because once that's out into the world, it'll never go away.
Yeah. All
You
right.
know?
Try. We're winding down topics. Let's see. I'm just going through my feed. I'm not saying this was really a major story or anything, but Statler was in Disney World with her girlfriend, so it seems like her relationship is going strong.
That's great. That is that is just great. I've been to Disney World once. Do you have any comments about the show that you were mentioning, the Florida couples show?
I don't have any new news, but all right, hold on, just give me 1 second. I'm just going through my feed. Okay, I guess okay, I'm just going to like the final big story of the
Yeah.
week, which was the Jasmine divorce story.
Oh yeah. How could you
So
forget that part?
no, I was saving it for the end, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was funny. Well, like I had the scoop or whatever on it. So I said my caption says Gino and his ex. Well, I said Gino Palazzo Zozzololo and his ex-wife Jasmine, quote, Jasmanian Devil Pineda have finally reached a final divorce agreement through mediation, with a court hearing scheduled tomorrow to formally notify the judge of the settlement. The outcome of the agreement is soundly in Gino's favor. So I was the first one to report that. And then
None of the details came out though, right? Like, how would it be in his favor?
well, like there was, oh, I wonder if I could find it. I didn't repost it, but there was a post that like Jasmine posted where she didn't go into like the details, but she did like a post where she said how like adamant she is now against ever getting remarried. And like, so based on that, it made me think that it just based on that, it does make me feel like it was in Gino's favor because she wrote the most like anti-marriage like post ever of like getting remarried. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Oh,
If that's the case, then I mean, probably went in his favor financially. Like, he didn't have to give her any of his money, and he doesn't have to be responsible for her anymore through immigration, through the K-1 marriage and stuff like that. That's probably what happened, because he was probably able to prove without a doubt that she had that affair, you know?
hmm.
And that baby came while they were still married. So, the courts were going to rule in his favor, hands down.
Yeah.
And that will mean finance. The only thing that he has that she wants is money, and she didn't walk out of there with probably a red cent of his money.
hmm Yeah, I'm trying to find the. I don't know if I can find it on the spot or not,
Yeah,
but
well, we get the gist of it.
yeah, she wrote. I'll keep searching for the next like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Like she wrote a lot, not long, but she wrote like a bullet point post on social media of like how she will like never get married again because she kind of got hoed in the marriage that she was hoeing in. So
So, so she got hoed in the hoeing marriage.
yes,
But who hoed her? She hoed herself.
basically, but.
Nobody told her to go to the gym and jump on that man's penis.
Mhm. Yeah, I can't find it on the spot. Somebody DM'd it to me, and I don't know if I saved it. But anyway, she did a post saying she won't get married again. So that makes me think she had a rough like divorce like agreement or something.
Yeah, well, she won't get married again until she finds somebody that she can, shake down for some real cash, not Gino coins. Well, she can find somebody. If some rich dude came and wanted to marry her, she'd be running to marry him.
True. Okay, and then if just for shits and giggles, since we don't have many other more topics, I'll just read you what TMZ posted on the same topic. They said like Jasmine and Gino are officially single because their divorce is reportedly final. Us Weekly reports that two of it have completed their split, citing Gino's representative. The rep said Gino is, quote, relieved that the matter is now behind him and grateful to finally have clarity, peace, and the opportunity to focus on himself. Um, and then the rep adds, with the divorce now finalized, Gino is entering a new phase of life, and is genuinely happy to start over. Viewers have already seen him beginning that process on 90 Day the Single Life, where he has started dating again and taking steps rebuilding his personal life. This next chapter represents a fresh start, one centered on healing, moving forward, and embracing what comes next. Um, blah blah blah. He later said he didn't want to open. Oh, this is about like anyway. This is talking about the show. Like he later said he
Yeah,
opened up their marriage, but felt he was trapped in a corner and had to take action to save the relationship. Jasmine has since moved on, even welcoming a baby last year with her new partner Matt. We reached out to Jasmine, so far no word back. But anyway,
yeah.
the story that I broke, but of course these mainstream outlets don't want to mention me. But anyway,
Well, you still get your shout outs from, Sarcasm and what is it? TV spoilers sometimes puts your name up.
yeah, shout out to Sarcasm for credit.
Yeah, Sarcasm always gives you a shout out. So yeah. But I'm glad he's divorced. I really do wish him the best, and I hope not to see him on my television again either. But you know how that goes.
Mm.
I think he ran its course. So, well, I have some
I'm,
news of
I'm, I'm a Gino fan as a friend and fan, as you know, though I will admit, like the last Single Life season.
yeah, it was. I wanted to gouge my eyes out in the last season of Single Life. I even stopped watching, as a matter of fact. I
Yeah.
did. I remember I stopped watching the Single Life, because it was just too much for me to bear.
Yeah. Okay, let me just see if there's any other like things I missed as far as topics. Uh,
Well, I have some exciting news of myself, my personal news. I will be moving from the great state of Pennsylvania
mhm.
to the state where the Silver Twins lives.
Florida.
No, oh, they live in Florida. Oh, Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut. Okay.
Connecticut. I'm moving in September, so
So,
my life consists of apartment hunting and packing for the whole summer.
will you be closer to New York City?
Same distance as I am now.
Mhm.
My husband is moving for work, so that's where we're heading. So we got to take on the task. The worst part is packing. I hate packing. I wish I can just walk out the door and leave everything behind and start fresh. But as we know, that's not how it works.
Very well, Pineapple Girl says, congratulations, Cap. I hope it's a good move for you.
Thank you, Pineapple Girl.
Yeah, congrats on your husband's job.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I hate moving too. That's why I've been in like my place for a long time.
I know I've been here in Pennsylvania for 8 years,
Mhm.
and you accumulate so much shit because this is a townhouse, so it's 3 floors. So
Mhm.
now I got to move from a townhouse to a 2 bedroom until we decide if we're going to buy or not, whatever the case. But still, it's a lot of consolidation
Mm.
and just starting, I hate just moving. It's just
It's a nightmare. And then it's like paperwork and all that shit.
yeah, and you got to find your a new nail salon, a new hair salon, a new grocery store, a new
New
doctor, a
dentist.
new this.
Yeah, new dentist, new
Yeah,
mechanic.
everything. How many? I was just getting comfortable with my doctors here in Pennsylvania. We were having, more. You don't get as queasy when you got to go to the GYN anymore. You're more relaxed because you've been doing it for every year, whatever.
Mhm.
Now I got to start all over again, show my goods all over again.
True. Speaking of goods, I do have one other topic was back on Laura. Not that anyone cares about her, but
Oh yeah, Laura. Yeah.
did a post on her where I said, looks like Laura allegedly had comped skin removal surgery. I say comp because the doctors tagged on her post, and she even had an Instagram story with the video direct from the operating table. That doesn't happen unless the surgery is either free, comped, or heavily discounted. So all I know is she had skin removal surgery. She may have also had lipo, but I'm unsure on the lipo. But
Was that in Turkey?
no, it was like in America. I think it might have been in
I
California.
saw something, the Dr. Rafiki or something.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it's probably like in California or something.
where she lives in California? No, she
She
doesn't live
lives
in
in
California.
Washington, right? I don't know. Oregon or Washington or
I
something.
think she might have went back because um remember in Turkey it was cheap. Well, it is supposedly cheaper. I think she went back to Turkey and got that done with her TLC check. Because I saw the doctor's name. He doesn't look like something on stateside, but who knows?
All right, and then the other thing I posted was a meme of Katie with a split screen of Katie and Lauren. Did you see that one?
Katie and Lauren, send that to me. Katie and Lauren Allen.
Yeah, the caption says Katie is the female version of Lauren. They
Yes.
convinced me otherwise. Both are fucking foul.
Yep. Yep. Everybody's been saying that Katie and Lauren are one and the same.
Hmm.
I mean, I've been wondering about that because I've seen a lot of tweets regarding she supposedly has some kind of neurodivergence, I think it's OCD or something like that.
Yeah.
And they say that, TLC is exploiting her because she has that compulsion. I don't think that if she really suffered from that compulsion to do that in public, her family would allow her to be exploited, or even she or her doctors. I mean, nobody's gonna knowingly let you do something, that's exploitative, especially if you have an illness.
Yeah, I think she's just an alcoholic and
I
she's
think she's an alcoholic, and she's probably a TLC intern when you come and find out. And she's just acting up because that
mm.
shit is that. Yeah, I never seen shit like that. We've had neurodivergence on the show before.
Oh, and then that post that I just texted you, I had a really vicious caption on Instagram. I said, Katie is 10 times worse than Lauren Allen. And then I said, you know the phrase gouge one's eyes out? She makes me want to do that for every single sense in the human body.
Yeah, yeah. She's she. I mean, with Lauren, it was gross, but because he was a man, it's kind of like we didn't really we kind of expect a man to have that level of promiscuity and be just all over the place like that. But
Yeah.
for a woman to just do that and then her filthy mattress, Lord have mercy. That pushed me over the edge. I was itching after that episode. I was itching all night. I just kept scratching.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's disgusting, and she's gonna get even more disgusting as the season progresses.
True.
So, because it's the wow factor.
Yeah. So, all right, those were all of my topics.
All right, Shaboots.
All right, let's just read the live chat and then we could end it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go from oldest to newest. Hold on. Ty says, thank goodness it's Friday. Um, and then I think this was about Shekinah. It says, is
Yeah,
she trying to get fired from the show? And then you said already did. Angelica says, I haven't watched Diaries in ages and I don't watch The Last Resort, laugh out loud. So I just wait for Shabooty to post a T. Angelica says, I did watch The Last Resort tell all though. And then Ty says, I wouldn't put it past Shekinah to have blocked Shabooty on Sarper's phone. Well, that happened with like Jasmine and Gino. Like Jasmine went on Gino's computer and then blocked me on.
There's a lot of that going on with you. Remember, Liz man blocked you on her phone too.
I don't
Liz boyfriend or something like that was jealous about you or some shit.
I don't know.
Jason, what's his name? Jason.
No, I don't think Jason was jealous of me. He was friendly.
There was one that. Go ahead.
Anyway, okay, next chat comment was Adnan has the dad bod going on. Ty says, I'm with you, JLP. Too many characters on the Florida show that are thumbs down. Let's see. Ty says, in the beginning, when they introduced Sarper, I would have never guessed he would be a likable character. And then here's Ty says, Shabooty over there winning Kara's heart.
Hmm.
Sherry says he's very popular. I don't know who that's about necessarily.
That's you, Shabooty.
I don't know, maybe.
Don't blush.
Let me take a compliment when it comes to something. Ty says, shoot, Guillermo might as well join Cara in these OnlyFans videos and make some money. Stop hating, laugh out loud.
Yeah,
And
that'll be well.
now he's too like
Now I'm curious too.
Angelica says they're both good looking.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sherry says he seems like an old soul. And then Ty says, yeah, Guillermo is quiet until he gets to dominate in the bedroom, laugh out loud. He looks too comfortable with Cara in the dominatrix outfit. And then Sherry says, that's so true, JLP. Sherry says Patrick and Tice look so happy on the show. They do, but because look, I hope that's sarcastic because looks are deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
Ty says exactly. Some of these news clips about 90 Day folks, I have to look up who these people are. And then Sherry says, I hate that guy. That was in reference to Guinea Pig Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ty says that split was hilarious. Ty says seeing the way Katie treats Josh is so sad. She doesn't deserve him. That made me so mad seeing the Egyptian guy and Debbie are married. Sherry says Paul in an accent from Brazil. Sherry says I should do the Liberace meme or something for
Yeah, I should dress
Mido.
Midol. Midol is Liberace.
True. And then let's see. Oh yeah, and Sarah Fraser always shouts me out too. That's correct. Pineapple Girl.
Uh,
She always gives me my flowers. And let's see. Okay, I already read that.
yeah, that's the rest is just congratulating me, I think, on the move.
I'll just read. Let me just read them anyway. Pineapple Girl says I've moved states 3 times, so I know how annoying it is. Moving. Sherry says moving is super stressful. Pineapple Girl says Cap George just moved on his own. Laugh out loud. See if he'll help drive your truck. And then
Yeah,
I didn't even recognize her Shabooty. I don't know who that was about.
probably Laura.
Oh yeah, okay. And then Pineapple Girl says she's definitely in Turkey. Okay, well I don't know. I didn't that shows how much I care about Laura because I posted about her, but I didn't actually like investigate it myself. I just lazily posted it because I don't really give a fuck where she actually was or what actual like medical procedures she got.
I just saw the doctor name. It said Rafiki.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that
Maybe, I
doesn't
don't know. I
sound.
didn't. I didn't look into it too much. That's because I didn't really give a fuck. I just like lazily reposted it. Sherry says, "I agree, Cap." And the last comment from Sherry says, "I feel like she's way worse than Lauren." So that concludes all of our topics in the live chat. And interestingly enough, I posted the link publicly for the first time in a long time on my Instagram stories, but I didn't notice any like new characters joining the live chat. So I don't know. Maybe everyone's busy catching up on Love Island or something.
Yeah, that seems to be a hit show.
True.
I
So
saw a
like,
lot. I saw a lot of tweets about that during the Love After Lockup. I was tweeting and kept seeing stuff pop up like on Twitter.
sure. Well, yeah, thank you, Kid JLP, for holding down the fort while everyone is gone.
Well, we're here to serve.
True. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you all our live listeners. Shout out Angelica, Colleen, Pineapple Girl, Sherry, Sophia, Ty. That's it. Should I do my outro, JLP?
Yeah, let's shut it down. Everybody have a
Oh,
great
actually,
weekend.
let me do say I do want to say one thing. Next week, I don't know if I'm going to do a podcast because I may be celebrating Fourth of July somewhere. So
Well, all right. I think we all will be.
true. Well, I guess it's third of July, Friday, but same difference either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are gonna probably head out of town from where they live and go places. So
So that's a show notice. So yeah, don't. I know people love us, our live listeners love listening to us live. So make arrangements next Friday that you're not waiting around for me on that Friday.
okay.
All right, well, I'll do my outro now. Thank you, everybody, for listening to 90 Day Fiance Fridays on
Friday.
Peace out, everybody.
Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Stay safe.
You too.